Hey y'all, hope y'all doing good. This is today is March 25. It's 6:28 p.m. right now. Or 6:24. I don't know which clock is right, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? But it don't matter right now. And so yesterday I was let's see, yesterday I was at work. I woke up, I I took a shower, and I had taken my dog as well to outside, just let him do his thing or let her do its thing, because it's a girl. So I'm looking at her right now. She's on my bed. She's just sleeping on my. And on my blanket. I do like my dog, you know, but she likes to eat my food. I will say that whenever I'm eating, she always tries to play a role of just, the dog wanting some food from, some human food and all such and such. But I worked yesterday, and I sold a car, so that was cool. It was nice. I felt a lot, really good. Feel good. And I get home, and and the day before yesterday, I had, or no, I was on Sunday. On Sunday, I visited my friend, and I was asking for things. I was asking for, like, we were just talking about how um I'd say I'm very I'm Catholic. I was raised as Catholic. Do I go to church? I'm not gonna lie, I don't. I don't really go to church often. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, oh, I go to church all Sunday, I'd say that I do more prayer than anything. I like to talk. Definitely like to talk more than go. And maybe that's just because I'm shy, a shy dude. But we were just talking about how, like, people believe, in my opinion, I don't think science made everything. I think that there's something bigger than all of us. I think there's something bigger than you, than me, than my dog, than my bed, than this whole planet we're on. There's something there has to be something bigger than all of us, you know? And I had got a call yesterday for something that I would never have believed I would get, you know, and it was like, oh, that's something. I see it as something, it's something big that matters to me very sentimentally. And it made me feel joyful. It made me feel a sense of gratitude, and it made me reevaluate some of the thoughts I have. It made me understand how things are easy to take away and easy to give back, and things of that nature. You know, I say I say here, just thinking. I say here, just talking to y'all as best as I can right now. This being the second one, of how your day is. And I do want to know how y'all day is, because I really thought that was a good idea. Like, just some people, just having that community, you're having, having somebody that, like, just like, literally, I'm sitting here on my chair recording, just full mic. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? It's just, that's how it is, because I try to be a real ass jigga. You know what I'm saying? So, ki- slaughter me if you must. I said that. But and I was told one time that everything happens for a reason. And I could honestly agree with that. Things happen for a reason. Things do happen for a reason sometimes. Sometimes we just have to be patient. Sometimes, even now, like today, I had spent a lot of time at my grandma's house. Spent a good chunk of my day at my grandma's, and I feel good about it. I feel nice about it, because that's my grandma. When I was smaller, when I was here at a previous, cause we had moved a while back, but at my very first house here, whenever my mom and father were working, she would be taking care of me. So as she took care of me, I love food. Even today, I love food. I think sometimes right now, I eat so much food, my stomach hurts because I don't know, gluttony. I have a little bit of gluttony. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm trying to figure that out. And and uh, I started my day with just reading and spent my day just taking a little nappy nunu too. When I woke up, I was like, oh, I'm still a little tired, but I didn't go back to sleep honestly. So I just read, took a shower, and I went to my grandma's house. And it's and I didn't expect my dad to be at my grandma's house, but my dad was at my grandma's house. So I was like, oh, okay, bet. Let's let's see what's up. Let's And so I just spent some time with him watching some movies. We watched what did we watch? We watched Transformers 1, which actually was pretty good. It's about the Transformers, you know what I'm saying, and just how they turned bad and shit like that. So that was cool. And we also watched Why America Needs Mexicans or something like that. It's like a day without Mexicans, I think it was called. And it was just like Mexicans just disappearing off in Cali, and people were just looking for them, but they could never find them. And then this movie was like in 2004, so you could kind of tell like the camera, you know, all that stuff, the cars. I always like looking at that type of stuff because it kind of brings you back to a setting that is no longer there. You know, just how pictures do. I always liked that. I always liked how it's like a look back in the past. And but yeah, I spent some time with my dad and my grandma's, just watching some movies, and it was fun. We had a couple laughs, and we had some coffee, which was nice. I had my grandma made me some food as well, which was of course nice as well. I love that. And I just spent some time there. I spent about, I think I went there like at 12ish, and I just came back. So, and I appreciated that time with them. And at nighttime yesterday, I stood up. I honestly stood up for a little while, just watching movies. Cause the way like my work life balance isn't the best right now, but I get when I have my time, I try to enjoy it and use it as much as I can. But yeah, I mean, my right now my day is so well, so good so far, and my grandma was just asking me like, oh, how's my sisters, and they were good. One of my sisters, I'm not sure if she stayed home or if any of them stayed home. I heard the TV on, so I was like, maybe she's home, but I didn't get any like I didn't get any answer when I told her I'm going to grandma's. So, but and and when I started going home, I just thought like while I was going home, going down the stairs from my grandma's house, I just thought like I know this person for 20 years of my life. I know this person for 20 years of my life. And that's crazy to think about, you know? that's crazy to think about. You could know somebody for this long. And she asked me, When do you think you'll be coming back?" I told her, in Spanish, I told her, el próximo martes. So that's like next Tuesday. Because that's my day off. That's when I get to, have my freeness, my freedom, you know. And it's like, damn. And I always pray for that for the people that I know to have long lasting lives, because I'd say that it's very hard for me, like, just like, even for me at my age, I think about that stuff a lot, or not a lot, but in some instances. And but I hugged her, I said goodbye, I love her, all that good stuff, and then started going home. And then while I was going home, I just started thinking about time, like, oh, time, time, time. I can't be running out of time. I'm still young, but it's very hard to think of, like, time, time, time. I also think that we're just so filled with all these ambitions, which obviously is good, but we also see the internet so much, even though we only see a percentage of the internet, and it's like it fills us up. It makes us think that life is just full of rainbows, but it's not. And so, yeah. And then when I was at work as well, so somebody I knew from one of my coworkers actually quit, and he had sent an email. And in the email, he was just talking about how he felt when he was at work with, like, where I worked, and how not a lot of people liked him, and he appreciated the ones that did. And with me being in sales, or, like, just all around, I notice a lot of changes in, like, power, like, things people do. I feel like I'm growing myself as a in my kind of like my border. I'm like doing better in, like, keeping that, like, border, like, uh I can't remember the word, but it's like boundaries. I'm keeping my boundaries better. I'm doing that, and I like that, because a lot of people, and I was talking to my grandma about this too. There's some, like, you never really, like, yes, somebody could tell you this, but you don't know if they're lying or not. You don't know who somebody really really is. It's like, and yes, you might know some. Don't get me wrong. Like, if your friends are friends, your guys. The way I see my friends are, like, my closest friends is like brothers. I will always say that. Because that's how I feel. That's how I like how I put my perspective on it. Because that's the squad. You know what I'm saying? And I was just talking to my grandma about that. Because it's true. So, and then let's see. And then my grandma, she cooked me some rice with some beans and eggs, and she got me a water. Because she told me that she wanted to cook for me, before I left, and so I was like, you know what, make me something to eat and I'll eat it. It's okay. And I had taken a picture or a video of it, because it's, of course, I'm gonna remember it in my head, but it's always nice to, have it there too, if you ask me. And I think I need to work on my memory better. I really do want to get better at that. And I think me talking, like, about, like, my day or yesterday, I think it'll help me. I hope so. But and on Tuesday, on what was it? Yeah, on Sunday as well, I bought two books. I bought some books from Robert Greene, so that was cool. Shout out him, you know what I'm saying? He's probably never gonna see this, but shout out to you, Robert Greene. You know, you cool. You're cool in my book. But let's see what else, man. Like, and I always I'm always very grateful for the people that I have when it comes to, like, for example, and when I came home yesterday, yeah, I believe it was yesterday, my mom had got me some clothes, and I wasn't expecting it, I wasn't expecting it at all, and it felt really nice, just knowing that, like, somebody took the time in their day to think about me, and just um because I want more clothes, that's I need more pants. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just how we were talking about in the last day, or how was your day? I was talking about chinos. Those pants are the best pants I've ever had. The chinos, Yakagura. It's like they could be expensive, but they're some of the best pants you could ever wear, in my opinion. And so she actually bought me some. She bought me some pajamas. She bought me like pajama pants. Those fire, bro, fire. I don't even wear pajama pants, but when she bought me that, you already know. You already know that's it's a done deal already. So she bought me some clothes, and I was happy. I was really happy. Cause I noticed sometimes too, like in my times of thought, I'm content. I'm very content. I don't ask for a lot. I don't I ask, some things I ask for, like I want another car like that. Like, there's things I ask for, but there's not a lot of things I ask for. I'm not gonna lie, or at least I feel like that. Like, I want to be able to earn a lot of things. I want to be able to give a lot of things that I've earned, and I feel a sense of happiness. I feel a sense of gratefulness, in it, because it showed, just how much care somebody can have for me. And I hope that whoever I have, as my partner, will have the same care as I'm given now, because and I remember this I remember I had put my car in service, and they had it for 3 days, and they got me an Uber. They got me like a Tesla Uber or whatever they're called. And he was it was a South Korean guy, and I I was me being shy and timid, I talked to him, and I actually made him wait for a little while, because at the time I was making a deal. At the time I was selling a car, and it was almost done. I just needed to wait for them and give them their put the plates on and be done. And so he was very nice. He was very kind to me. He waited for me, and we started talking inside his car in the Uber, and he was just explaining how, living in where he was living at the time, it was very, very poor. He saw psychological things that money can do to people, and he talked to me about what he does. He's a priest. He over there at the time, there wasn't a lot of opportunities, and he went to college for priesthood, for like to be a priest in like the hospitals, and he also does church. And so we were talking about that. We were talking about how just of our families and our lives. And he told me that he moved to the US like a good while back, and he stayed here for a long time too. And how he knows he's in his 60s already. And he told me how you always want to make sure you have money for the rainy days. Make sure you always have something for the rainy days. And he told me how God will bless me for being kind to my mom. You know, like God sees that. And and he told me how he was close to his mother as well. He told me about his siblings. He told me about his wife as well. He told me how um a funny thing his wife had said about how she married him because and she knew that he loved his mother more than her, but that's something that she liked, you know. It's one of the reasons why she married him. And even with his age, he still works. He makes 6 figures. He does Uber. He does those jobs, those other jobs that we were talking about. And I really did enjoy my time with him. He was a very nice person to talk to, and I left him a review as well. Not gonna say his name, but Jay, if you ever, I appreciate you, Jay. That's not his name, but Jay, thank you. And I always pray over my family, my friends, and yeah, I'd say right now it being 6:49, things that I know that I wanna try to get done today is I wanna try to finish this book. I wanna try to finish one of my books, and I also want to just have a good night's sleep too, and have a good workout session. So that's some things I want to do for sure. Let's say that I also want to I want to stop thinking so much in my head, start focusing a lot more. So I noticed that when I am in my head more, my head hurts. I get a lot of like in the back of my head it hurts. So I really don't want that. Like I give myself stress. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Well, I don't really know what else is there to really talk about right now. But I'd say those are the things that really are like, in my thoughts right now. Even with everything over, with science and stuff like that. I had at the time, just after I came home from selling the car, I got to go home and I was able to just chill. And when I was chilling, I got a phone call. And this phone call was very random. It was something I wasn't expecting, never to expect. And then, things happened in a good way. I believe they were in a good way. I really do. And I hope they are. And I went with my friend. And we got to just chill and be happy, I guess you could say. Um, yeah, that's really my day. If I could say if there's anything I'd really wanna. Oh, this is another thing too. My dad wants to go with me and my sisters to the Dominican Republic, so he's thinking maybe going in August. So we'll be seeing how that goes. Haven't been there since I was like 7. I'm hoping I see some bad girls. I'm saying some bad B words. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I just want to keep going. I just want to keep progressing in my life. I want to keep learning about myself, about what I need to fix or what I could do better. And even I asked my mom, what do you think I could do better? She just told me my overthinking. And it really is, it's one of the things that I will say it's one of my weaknesses. But I will overcome this weakness. And that's about all I got right now. I haven't been playing video games since Lent, and I've been playing chess though on the phone. And I hope God doesn't count that. And if he does, I apologize. I really do. I'm not very, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I, I try, you know, I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst, you know. Um, I know myself enough to be able to say that. And I appreciate the time I have. I appreciate the time I've been given with my family members, and I hope to have more. I hope to see them more. I hope to be able to give them more and be the best brother I can be, best role model I can be. And I'm not a saint. I'm not a saint. I know I'm not a saint. But I'd say I definitely got some heart. I would definitely say that. So just appreciate you guys and appreciate you guys as families, you know. You never know when is the last time you'll see or any of that, you know. So it's always just trying to live in the moment, trying to do the best you can with what you have, you know. Just how they say, like, you got lemons, make lemonade type shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's really all I got for today. I can't really think of anything else. I had a pretty decent day today, and I'm happy for it, you know. I'm happy for that. And I had a pretty decent day yesterday too. And I hope that my days get better, and I understand that there's gonna be struggles, and life is gonna keep life, and I gotta keep it going too. I gotta keep it going too. That's really all I got for you guys for today. Honestly, I don't have a lot. And my day's been pretty chill. Nothing too crazy, but I want you guys to tell me about your guys' day. Was there anything bad? Was there anything good? Was there anything that you wanted to do better? Did you see like a girl or a boy that was like, damn, I'm trying to, you know, I want to hit that line up, but you know, I'm a scaredy cat, you know what I'm saying? Pull a heaven, you know what I'm saying? But that's okay. So just let me know, guys. God bless and have a great rest of your guys' day, night, month, whatever. Peace.